Start. I am directed to say that from the reports received from certain commandants of the training centers and units carrying out reservist training, it is observed that in several cases the employers do not release the employees who have liability to serve as reservists for training. The reservist training centers stop. A reservist is required to declare himself as a reservist in terms of the regulation for the Army of India. Stop. Rule 2. And an employer accepts the liability to spare him for training and for mobilization when required. Stop. As the state governments are aware, under the provisions of the Indian Reserve Force Act 1888 as amended by the Parliament, it is not obligatory on the part of the employer to reinstate the reservists in their employment after completion of training. Stop. Non-release of employees with reserve liability for periodical training at the centers is therefore against both the letter and spirit of the law in this regard, and it is requested that suitable instructions may be issued to all concerned under intimation to this ministry to release the reservists for periodical training immediately on receipt of calling up notices from the military authorities. Stop. It has also been observed that with the passing of the Indian Reserve Force Act 1957, employers are now reluctant to employ reservists, with the result that it has become difficult for the reservists to secure employment, especially in private firms. Stop. During the period of their reserve service, reservists get only a nominal retraining fee of rupees 10 per month, except when called up for training or active service. Stop. This small retraining fee is hardly sufficient for the reservists to maintain himself or his family, and it becomes essential for him to take up some civil employment. Stop. For most of the reservists, the reservists training is biennial and lasts for 8 weeks at the most. Stop. It will be appreciated that in practically all jobs an employee earns a certain amount of leave, and it should not be difficult for employers to give the reservist his leave during the training period. But when such leave is not admissible, he might be given leave without pay, since he receives pay for this period from the government. Stop. Moreover, if in any particular year the employer is unable to release the reservist, training for him can be postponed to the next calendar year. Stop.